So now let's prepare some question answer. Okay, so if producer rest, right, if producer rest controller, if producer rest controller has 20 method, 20 methods, right, then what do we need, do we need do we need what, do we need to, do we need to what, no, right, do we need write 20 methods, 20 methods inside inside Fign, inside Fign client? Inside Fign client is nothing but consumer side, consumer side also. Come on guys, just be completed, right? Just involve in the session guys, okay? Because just only if I explain that, in that one also will not work. So let's understand. Okay, so answer is what now guys?
No, Ravi. Not
No, Ravi.
mandatory.
Not mandatory, right? So means
Only
what? Based on, based on number of what, number of, based on number of method, number of method used. Everything is fine guys. Actually network issue is there now. 1 minute, I'll change it, I'll change it, my network.
Okay, Ravi.
Network issue is there because Airtel is not working perfect here. Now fine, right? Fine.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so based on what, number of methods, number of methods used of what, consumer microservices, right? Use of what, use of what, consumer microservices, use of what, consumer microservices, we need what, we need to define, we need to what, define, we need to define methods, right? We need to define. Okay, so now another question is, if producer is connected with what, 4 different microservices, then how many Fign client interface, Fign client interface do we need, right, to write, do we need to write? Okay, this is our what question now guys. Okay, so just what is that, here, come here only, right? So here what, here our what, our producer application is connected what, 4 different what, Fign client, right? 4 different what, Fign client, right, interfaces. Do we need what to write what, multiple methods? Sorry, this producer application, right? This producer application is connected with what, this producer application is connected with what, 4 different microservices guys. Okay, here only one microservices it's connected. Just assume that another microservices it's connected, and one more microservices is it's connected, another microservices also there, it's connected, another microservices also there, it's connected now. So in this case only one, right, only one Fign client we write, that will work. We need to multiple, we need to write what, multiple Fign client. Come on. So just okay, let's see that I'm writing the question now here, right? Question is our what, our question is what, if producer, if a producer is connected, right, if producer is connected with what, with four different, 4 different microservices, right? 4 different microservices, then how, then how many, then how many Fign client, Fign client, Fign clients are interface, right? Fign clients interface, Fin client interface do we need? Do we need to write? Do we need to write? Come on, answer is what now, guys? Like example also I'm just giving, just assume
Yes,
that just examples I'm giving, examples also I'm giving, right? Just examples are like, just assume that these are our microservices, like cart is there, payment is there, payment module is there, right? Payment microservices is there, process microservices is there, process microservices is there, and refund also let's take, right? Refund microservices is there, right? So answer is what now, guys? What is our answer about this one? Okay, no issue, guys. Okay, so but see this, okay, we should write, we should always always define one in one fin client, fin client fin client for what? For one service based on one service instance, service ID based on what? Service ID is nothing but what? One microservices based on what? One microservices, because just see this in the project only, right? So one microservices, whenever we are writing our what? Fin client, so we need here what? We need here what? Service ID na at the time of writing what? See this, one microservices means what? Only one fin client we can use it or not, guys? Come on, this is the
yes,
service,
Ravi.
this is the service ID only, right? Come on,
Service ID. Yes, service ID.
service ID, right? Service ID. So number of what? Number of what? Number of microservices, number of what? Number of microservices as a client equal to clients equal to what? Number of interface fin client, number of interface fin client, fin client interface, right? Clear?
Yes.
Number
Yes,
of
Ravi.
microservices equal to what?
Yes,
Number of fin client, number of fin client interface we will write. Come on, guys, clear?
Yes,
Yes,
clear.
Ravi.
Okay,
Ravi.
so now let's prepare another question also, guys. Okay, question is what? Our another question is what? So is it service ID must be provided for a fin client? Is it
Yes, must.
service ID must be provided for what? Fin client
Yes, sir.
must be provided
Yes,
fin
Ravi.
client.
Yes.
Yes, very nice. Without service ID, it will not assume which service which project we need to fetch it, right? Yes,
Yes.
Yes,
yes,
Ravi.
Yes.
it is must. Yes, it is must. Okay, so our question is what? Our question is what? Can we use any interface or method name inside fin client fin client code? Come on, I'm talking about this one, guys. Okay, just
Yes.
see where that our fin client. Yeah, I'm talking about this name and this method name. We can take any name or the same name also, right? Come on,
Yes, Ravi.
You can take
You
any
can take
name. You can take any name.
we
Yes.
can
any
take
name.
any
Any
name.
name.
We can change it,
Our
right? We can
choice.
change it. Yeah, we can change it. Very good.
Yes, Ravi.
Answer is what? Yes, we can
We
take
can
any
take
name,
any
right?
name.
We can take, okay guys, so one more based on our discussion only, I'm preparing one more question, right? So our question is what is what, sorry, yeah, no, what are all need to be compared 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 what, compared for Fin client? Anybody can tell? Fin client with what is that? Okay, with producer rest controller. Come on, what we need to compare at the time of writing what our Fin client? Come on,
Return
sorry.
type
Return
parameter.
type, HTTP method request.
Very good.
Parameter
request.
Very good,
Yes.
guys. Very good.
and
Okay.
to
So yeah, HTTP method means I'm talking about this one, guys. Okay. So HTTP,
Return type.
let's open our what consumer application. Na? Order this one. Na? At the time of writing our Fin client, open the controller, right? So we need what? HTTP method. This is the HTTP method now. So what is the return type? What is the methodology we are using? And what is the argument, right? And what is the return type, right?
Yeah.
Come on. These things we are
arguments.
seeing now. These things we are seeing now. Come on. So
Yes.
yes, very good.
Yes, sir.
HTTP method, path, and what is that? Service ID. Service ID, path, and what service ID, and what is that method return type, return type, and what is that
Argument
parameter, and what is the, yeah, parameter is nothing but argument,
parameter. Yes, Ravi.
parameter, right? Par, sorry, what is this spelling? I forgot. Yeah, parameter, PARAME,
Yeah,
right?
METR.
TRAM.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, parameter, right? Parameter. Okay, guys, so let's prepare one more question, right? Let's prepare one more question. Okay, our question is what? Our question is what? Our question is Fin client internally generate what type of code? Fin client internally uses what kind? Question is little bit, right? No, Fin client. How we can prepare Fin client? Fin client internally generate, right? Generate. GENERATE. Generates, yeah. Generates what type, right? What type
Load
of code?
balancer.
What type of code? Come on.
Load balancer client type of code.
List of service ID, URI, reading that ID.
No. Answer is
And
Ravi, load balancer type code.
yes, Pusendra, you are correct. So Fin client internally uses ribbon generated load balancer client code. Come on, I told at the time of explaining, right? I said also, come on guys.
Yes, Ravi.
Yes.
Yes. Now let's prepare one more question. Okay, our question is what? Will Fin client support load balancer?
Yes.
Come on, guys.
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes, Ravi.
Yes. Yeah, multiple client we run, right? Same. Our producer application 2 to 3 times we are running or not, and we are fetching the data. Come on, yaar. It's that is the load balancing only, na?
Yes, Ravi.
Hmm?
Yes, Ravi. Yes, Ravi. Yes, Ravi.
Yes. So now let's prepare one more question. Okay. So this is the very important question, guys. Okay. So our question is what? Difference between difference between difference between load balancer client and Fign client. Fign client. Fign client.
Current and prophecy.
Hmm? Come on. Anybody?
No, Ravi. This.
Inclined to proxy generator.
Okay, answer. Let's see. No issue, guys. I will give. So our answer is what? Load balancer. Load balancer client. Load balancer client used to what? Fetch service ID from Eureka server. From Eureka. No HTTP call to microservices. Come on. Whenever we are using the right load balancer, simultaneously we are using the REST template also or not to making the call to whom another microservices. Come on. Anybody remembered?
Yes,
Yes,
yes, rest
yes,
template
Ravi.
used here.
But in
Yes,
Fign,
Ravi. Rest template.
client anywhere we are using.
No, not used.
No, Ravi.
Rest.
No, Ravi.
Now this is the very important question of what interview, guys. Okay. So Fign client, right? Fign client. Okay, Fign client, what is that? This is also for the fetching the what? Fetch service ID only, right? Service ID from Eureka, and what is that? It's making the call also. It's make the HTTP call also, right? Call to microservices also. Come on, clear, guys?
Yes, Ravi.
Yes, Ravi. Clear.
Clear, na? Come on, respond everyone,
Yes,
guys.
Ravi. Yes, Ravi. Yes, yes.
Yes. Okay, guys. So today our what? Intra-communication related to three. What is that? Load balancer, Fign client, and discovery. Three interfaces are there. Three interfaces. What is that? Communication, and what is that? Explanation we completed, right? Now our next discussion is what? Next discussion we will moving on this area now, guys. Okay, so just wear that one. I'm opening this one. The first day microservices, second day, right? Now open this one. Yeah. Now our next discussion we will learn this area now. This area we completed. After ending we will involve everything in one project, guys. Okay, but the piece we are learning now, guys. Okay, so now this area we covered, right? Now let's understand, but don't worry, this one also we will use. Without this usage, what is the use of this area, right? Come on.
Yes, Ravi.
Yes, Ravi. Yes, Ravi.
Yes,
It's not meaning that in the like microservices architecture, one area we covered, right? But still this area is there, this area is there, this one is there, and the main this one is there, right? Still just a single small part, just we learn, right? Just we learn what is small part, but still big picture is left now, guys. Okay, so tomorrow we will learn this area, right? Okay, freshly we will start what is that new concept tomorrow, right, guys?
okay, Ravi.
So just I will share this, what is that today notes on what our Facebook group, guys. Okay, just collect it, read it. Okay, read it because it's need, guys. Okay, if anybody is giving what interview related to what microservices without these questions, the what their day will not complete, guys. Okay, in interviews. So please do the practical, complete those things. Okay, we will meet tomorrow, right?
Okay, Ravi.
Okay, Ravi.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. So bye bye. We will meet tomorrow.
Yes, Ravi.
Thank you,
Thank
Ravi.
you, Ravi. Yeah,
Thank
bye bye.
you.
Yeah. Bye.